Hello friends, welcome to Programming Knowledge. So in this video we will see how you can use FlatList to display the multiple elements that you have created in your list. So in our last video we saw that how you can use the map function and ScrollView in order to display the elements that you have created in your list. This from our last video. You can view the output in iOS simulator or Android simulator. I have opened the iOS simulator here. So there is a second method. It's called FlatList. So let me just show you how you can use the FlatList, and then I'm going to tell the difference between both of them. First we need to import FlatList, and let me just comment this out. Save. Okay, so FlatList, it's a self-closing component. You don't need an ending component. So first of all, what data we need to display, and that is the fruit list. The second is a render item. We need to write an arrow function for that. Okay, so here we need to write exactly the same thing that we did in our previous video with the list element. So this is the object. So every time it cycles through the element in this array, we'll get an item, and we will use this item same as this. So if I press save, hopefully it will work. So as you can see, it works the same as our last video when we use the scroll view and map function with the list. So first of all, what's the difference between flat list and the normal list? So in flat list, first of all, as you can see, it is much less code than this, so you need to write fewer lines. That's the benefit, and the main purpose of using FlatList is that it provides a better performance. So it doesn't apply in this scenario because we have only 11 elements, or very few elements in our list. But in real life scenario, when we have hundreds of elements, and you need to show all the elements to your user, then in flat list, what it does that it only loads the elements which is currently visible on the which is currently visible on the screen when it first rendered. It does not load all the hundreds of elements. If I say only 10 elements is currently visible to the user, then it only loads the 10 elements on the screen when it first render. Then when user scroll down, it re-renders the remaining elements to the user. So which is exactly the opposite which scroll view and the list does, because if there are, let's say, hundreds elements, then scroll view and list will render all the elements at the first when the screen first load. So it provide a better performance. And the second thing is that we don't need to explicitly provide the key element. It automatically search for the key element in our array. So we need to have a key element, and it need to be the name of the key. So but in case if we have, let's say, id instead of key, and let me just say the key. So for that we need to write key extractor. Mm, in item.id is the key. So we are expressly telling the FlatList that in our array id served as the key. Let me just save it. As you can see, it works fine. So this is the main purpose of using FlatList. I always use FlatList instead of the normal list with the scroll view. So if you have fewer items, you can use the scroll view, and if you have hundreds of items in your list, you can use the FlatList for better performance. So thanks for watching it.